Did you just see that? You just watched natural selection take place. Horror movies are one of the greatest blessings of convenient entertainment on this planet. Cause whenever you and your buddies want to go to the movies with nothing in theaters, there'll always be a new horror movie out for y'all to watch. Even though 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be dookie, but hey, at least you weren't bored. And with that being the case, most of us are well knowledgeable of the formula of horror movies. Usually the conflict is a dude trying to kill you and your phone don't work for whatever reason and your dumbass is in the middle of nowhere for whatever reason. And frustratingly, usually when the protagonist is running away or trying to find a way to stop him, they sometimes pick the dumbest option or a choice that don't even help him at all, making this situation even worse. And I start yelling at the screen saying, "Oh no, why'd you do that? You should have done this instead." Then the person in the seat next to me is like, excuse me, can you please be quiet? We're trying to watch a movie here. So then I pull out my gun and shoot. Why would you even make that decision? It's even worse when they're in a group and the group decides to split up. Like, why would you want to split up? So he can kill us one by one? Also, I'm looking at my skin complexion and I don't think I'm gonna last long. So if I'm dying, everybody else gotta go with me at the same time. These characters doing dumb things makes me mentally reenact their situations in my head, putting myself in their shoes, immersing myself in their sorry situation that me personally, I would have never been in the first place. If my friends wanted to do a Saturday hangout at the abandoned shack in the middle of the woods, I'm not doing that. There's a Quiznos down the street. I think that's gonna be just as fun and more safe. I'm minding my business most of the time, but putting myself in that situation that these horror movie characters are in, I'm surviving 100%, 1000%. I know how to beat these threats or at least escape them unscathed. And I'm gonna go over the ones that I'm confident I can kick their ass, and which ones I'm confident that I'm gonna get my ass beat. I'm also gonna have a 1 through 10 rating. 10, I'm winning. 1, I'm sprinting. Let's go. First op, it. First person I'm squaring up with is Pennywise. And if you don't know him, he's a clown that sometimes be eating kids. So we dealing with a literal child predator. Daily life of a YouTuber. His powers include changing shape and size, mind control, teleportation, genjutsu, the list goes on. And if you know me, I can't do none of those things. I mean, I maybe can do the shapeshift thing. I'm a grower, not a shower after all. But I don't think that's gonna help me beat a killer clown. But if you remember the end of part 2, you will know how they beat Pennywise. So Pennywise gets his power off of other people's fear. So if you just stand there and face him off unfazed, not scared at all, you won. He ain't got nothing. It's that easy. Just stand your ground and be like, you don't scare me, and he just disappears. Just drop Pennywise off in the ghetto or even a middle school boy's lunch table. Not a single soul would let him cook anything. He would be DOA. And with that being said, of course I'm gonna beat his ass. The only instance I can see him catching me off guard is if it's 3 a.m. and I'm home alone in the dark and he just pop up in the corner of my room out of nowhere and I'm just like, oh shoot! You know, that would spook me a bit. But as soon as I get my composure, he means no threat. There's also this one other weakness Pennywise got that one of the characters do in the movie, when if you believe any object that you pick up and throw at him can kill him, then it can kill him. You can believe this chancla kills monsters if I believe it does. This chancla kills monsters if I believe it does. I feel like I said enough. Pennywise gets a 9 out of 10, low diff from me. The only reason why it's not 10 out of 10 is because his powers are kind of crazy if you're a little scared. Second up, Chucky from Charcters.
When you love something, you do everything to make this the meaning of your life.
Child's Play. Yeah, the doll. His powers include voodoo magic, but only when he touching you, and it's a long spell, so you got time to, I don't know, kick him. He also apparently has the same strength and speed of a full-grown human adult, and I find that very hard to believe. Maybe the strength and speed of this guy, but an actual grown average-sized man? I doubt. With that being said, I'm beating Chucky's Barbie booty. Bro is a doll. He can barely move properly. I would score a golazo with his body before letting him near me. I would toss him like a football before he can even breathe a word next to me. It's surprising how anybody gets killed by him in the movies at all. Granted, all of his kills are by surprise, but you can't catch me losing to a doll in a fight. No way, no how. And I doubt any grown-up in real life will be outwitted by Chucky also. That's why in every movie, Chucky's goal is always taking advantage of kids, manipulating them to literally a child can beat him. Shoot, they already have in the movies. I rate Charlie a 10 out of 10, no diff. Next, Michael Myers. Michael Myers from the Halloween franchise, tall dude, brandishing a knife, doesn't have any powers other than being unkillable. Yeah, this man's feats are unbelievable, especially since this dude is just a crazy mental patient. Like, Halloween movies got no supernatural stuff happening, but Michael can get beat up, sliced, shot, whatever. This man does not die. Nothing works against him. Not guns, not being burned alive, nothing. He always wins. Even when he got jumped in Halloween Kills by the whole town, he still won! And you expect me to beat him? Hell no, I'm sprinting. I cannot beat this dude. Even if I had the military on my side, I don't even think a nuke can beat this man. Michael Myers is the type of dude to be in Hiroshima at the time of the drop and only think of it as a minor inconvenience. I can't beat this man. Random thought, but imagine if him and Jason were on the same team against humanity. Bro, we're finished. 2v8 billion and we're still getting smacked. 0 out of 10. Extreme death difficulty. Like, bro, even when they beat him at the end of the movies, he comes back. There's no escape. And the next villain to beat is also rather difficult. Smile. Smile is that new horror movie where the main villain is a demon, and that demon possesses you to want yourself in front of somebody else, and when they achieve that, the curse passes on to the other guy that saw it, and now they got the demon. But you have a week before you actually want yourself. So during that week, you'll be seeing hallucinations of people smiling at you, but it's not real, it's the demon, and yada yada yada. So how I beat him, right? So unlike the rest of these dudes, I literally can't physically fight this guy, cause this demon's in my head. So I'm gonna use common sense to beat him. If I see this demon in another person's body about to want himself, I'ma just close my eyes. If I close my eyes, it's not gonna transfer to me because it only transfers to people who saw it. And I didn't technically see it happen because I had my eyes closed. Easy as that. But what if he was doing it in a cool way? What if he was doing a backflip while doing it? I have to look at that. So now I'm possessed by the demon. What do I do now? Well, at that point, the only way to beat him is to click-clack someone else. So the curse passes on to someone else on the planet. The only problem with that is, it's kind of illegal, and you're probably gonna go to prison. but no more demon. And this is when I thank God that I live in the beautiful, flower-filled obesity country of the US of A, where you can find loopholes to end someone's life easily. I have 1 week to get rid of this demon or I'm gone. So option 1 is, of course, to become a cop. What, that will only take me a day or 2 to become one. Then when I get my badge and my badge of justification, I go patrolling, searching for the first person to go over the speed limit. And then I see a man with 2 kids in the backseat going 1 mile per hour above the speed limit, and he's a minority. Bingo. I pull him over, ask for the usual, and then I intentionally press him a little bit to get a reaction. Then as soon as he raises his voice 1 decibel towards me, and now look at me with this opportunity that's standing right in front of me. But bam! No more smile demon for me. I beat him. Now the demon passes on to someone else. Extra points if it's one of the kids. I'll just say I felt threatened. And knowing America, I'll just get 1 week off paid vacation. You can also do a lot of other things. You can become an Uber driver and try to do a Walter White to your passenger, or just take your worst enemy to Burger King for a Whopper. The opportunities are endless to get rid of this smile demon. I'ma have to give this a 8 out of 10, pretty low diff. 1 good fart from me could kill anybody within a 20-foot radius, so easy mode. Next, Jack from The Shining. Bruh, just get a gun or buy an air conditioner. Easy, no diff. Next. White people, get out. Now,
join large-scale battles with military vehicles. The online action game War Thunder has received a major update, Direct Hit. Joining the battle are machines like the Soviet MiG-27M, American Abrams HC, the Swedish Viggen, and many other new vehicles. Push these modern machines to their limit on the new map Spaceport. Dozens of players participate in a single battle using tanks, planes, and helicopters. Research unique modules, smoke grenades, dynamic defenses, thermal sensors, and much more. Use all the advantages, and if you're skilled enough, finish the battle with a nuclear strike. War Thunder covers the most famous conflicts of the 20th century, from the Second World War to the Cold War.
This is probably the most threatening enemy for a person like me. They literally mind control black people to take over their body, and they lure these men and women by using their daughter to date a bunch of them, or just kidnapping them. However, other than the mind control stuff, they're pretty much a bunch of regular people. But this is the hardest enemy I have to face, because I have a chronic problem with white women. Cause if it ain't snowing, I ain't going, you know what I mean? I love me my snow bunnies, yeah buddy. Yeah, I love, wait, no. 1 out of 10, I'm not winning. White women would be the death of me. I got one more villain I can guarantee you I can beat the dookie out of. Ghostface from Scream. Ghostface is literally just a dude that honestly just gets lucky. These guys are stupid. I'm surprised they even killed anybody. These dudes are the clumsiest murderers I've ever seen in a movie. Like, bro, they're the type of people to slip on a banana peel. You can throw the nearest object at him and it will slow him down. Throw a bottle, a bookshelf, your grandma. Anything will slow this dude down. If you have enough stamina to run at least 30 seconds, you're fine. Even if you ride a rascal, you can beat him. It's not hard. I'm rating Ghostface a 10. He's just too simple for a muscle man like myself. Those are pretty much all the characters I wanted to go over today. I mean, I can name more, but we'll be here all day if I was just naming all the characters I can demolish. Really, as long as I'm not in a saw trap and I'm not facing these dudes, I'll find a way. This was fun to go over. But before I end the video, I have to say, thank you so much for 1 million subscribers. I'm honestly so thankful for each and every one of you. I cannot love and thank you guys enough. I love you! I cannot describe how much I love you anymore. So instead, I wrote a song. I hope you like.
This one's out to all my fans, all my subscribers, everybody who watches my videos. I hope you like this one. This one's out to all my fans, all my subscribers, everybody who watches my videos, everybody who watches my videos. 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 Everybody who watches my vide This one's out to you. If I had a time, every time I thought about you, I'd at least have 3 dimes. If you were mashed potatoes, I would ask you to be by my side. Even if your name's not Elizabeth, you still are my queen.
Every time I think about you, the words that pop up to me are, I love you. I love you. I love you. Everything about you, I love it. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love you.
I love this question. Let me show you.
Okay, so first you're gonna find the Stitch Fix styling quiz to send you pieces you're gonna love. Now it's the fun part. Try things on, keep what you love.
Hey, I wouldn't talk to Benson.
Whew, that was close.
Wait, I wouldn't talk.
It is October, and one of my favorite holidays where everyone gets to dress up as who we really are and the inside is coming close. And since Halloween is coming, or here already, I don't know when this video is going to be posted, and I've been watching more horror movies and I feel stronger than ever. I bet I can take on anybody. I've been snorting trend. I wanted to run it back on more horror movie characters I could beat in the ring. I've snorted 5 lines of muscle milk and protein powder. I'm hyped. I'm going to do the same rating as last time. 10, I'm winning. 1, I'm sprinting. Fight or flight, let's go.
Was never book smart, I'm money smart, make me more intelligent.
No.
Lags be fans of me when that all got real, you ran on me.
Intelligent.
No.
Lags be fans of me when that all
Make me more intelligent.
No.
Lags be fans of me when that all got real, you ran on me 2 months ago.
Let me give y'all the basic rundown of Carrie real quick. She an awkward teenage girl who gets bullied a lot during school with a super ultra religious nut of a mom who is also super overprotective because I guess Carrie with a super rundown of Carrie real quick. She an awkward teenage girl who gets bullied a lot during school with a super ultra religious real quick. She an awkward teenage girl who gets bullied a lot during school. Real quick. She an awkward teenage girl who gets bullied a lot during school with a super ultra religious nut of a mom who is also super overprotective because I guess Carrie got some mob psycho powers or whatever. Not important. In the movie, one of the bullies asks her out to prom and she gullible enough to say yeah, then she gets pranked. Gotcha! She then kills everybody at the school with her powers, you know. Normal teenage things. Alright, fast forward with all my yapping. Can I beat this girl in a fight? Maybe. Now, of course, I can't beat her in the boxing ring, you know. She got mob psycho powers. The hell can I do? I'm not Professor X. But I do have a brain, and I got some ideas. So if you ain't seen the movie, the bully that asked her out died by getting a bucket dropped on his head and not by Carrie. So the buckets in this universe must be made of titanium giga nigga steel. So I'ma just throw one of the buckets at her head and hopefully it knocks her ass out. And if it doesn't, or she stops it midair, oh, I'm kinda screwed. But a good snipe would also do the job. I'ma give her a 5 out of 10. She bucket diff. I feel like you can only get her by surprise. Just like how this sponsored ad catches you by surprise. This is sponsored by Temu. Temu is the best online store if you want to save some cash. Just about everything. The new discount. They got head currently on thinking 200. And now back to the Now these ones are out of the ordinary. This movie is about killer clowns from outer space. And they take over this town and start going on a streak. Now, these things are some of the worst things you can think of. They're murderous clown aliens. Now, unlike Pennywise's lame ass, these dudes are an actual threat to the population. They got a cotton candy gun that turns dudes into cotton candy. They got a man eating popcorn. They could make shadow puppets that could actually kill people, acid pies, and they can throw hands. These dudes are unstoppable. I'm gonna be for real. Just the fact that these guys are clowns alone would make me run on sight, but add on to the fact that I seen a dude turn into cotton candy in front of my eyes, I'm catching the next flight to the moon. I am not staying over there. At least where I'm heading, the aliens are less scary. Now, these hoodlums do got weaknesses, and that's their noses. If you shoot them on the nose, they inflate and blow up. So all you need to do is get a gun or be real good at that baby game. Sounds simple enough, but I'm not gonna hold y'all. I don't think I'll have the balls to face these dudes even if I have a gun. Clowns always gave me the heebie-jeebies. Every time I see one, I always catch malaria. I got a weird body. But my point is, I'm not fighting those clowns. I know my limits. I'm not Superman. I give them a 2 out of 10, not a 1, because I at least know their weakness. I'm just too pussy. The nun is this old ass lady that did a flip while attempting to jump off a building, and now she's an evil spirit. She's a part of the many ghosts of the Conjuring series, and not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest fans of these types of ghosts. Not because they're difficult to beat, no, because they're easy fans of these types of ghosts. Not because they're difficult to beat, no, because they're easy mode. These ghosts barely be killing anybody for most of the movies they're in. They just be fucking with the main characters most of the time and not doing shit. Like every 15 minutes in these movies, they're just like, ooh, nigga, and disappear, and they don't do anything else. They just scared them. They don't actually start doing stuff until the last 30 minutes of these movies. And I've seen most of the Conjuring movies and Annabelle movies, and I've seen The Nun too, not one. And the only bodies I've seen is ugly asshole take is a little boy and an old lady. So this nun is at most little boy level. Then at the end of the movie, she gets defeated in the most lame way possible. You know, power of Christ compels you type stuff, but it actually works, and then they spray her with holy water and some wine, and she gone. That's all it took. Of course I'm winning this fight. I'ma beat this bitch like I just signed a contract to Man United. I'm winning. This is too easy. I'd even argue Chucky's harder than this preschool level threat. At least he actually kinda smart with his killings. I bet I can win this fight by simply giving this girl a Baskin Robbins Oreo shake, and she gonna start tweaking right then and there. 100 out of 10. This is like playing against your little bro in 2K.
Barbecue bacon burger. Barbecue bacon burger.
Now this one is a little bit harder, but it's simple. So this movie's about this girl who caught some interest in a boy and slept with him. But turns out this dude only let her hit because he had this demon chasing him. And this demon like a STD, so the only way to get rid of him is to smash someone else and give it to them. Now, what happens if you don't smash anybody? Well, the demon will catch up to you and kill you. Only good thing is that it's always walking and not running, so you got time to get away. Theoretically, you can just run away from this demon for the rest of your life. You can just move around from place to place around the world. I mean, it's always gonna be chasing you, but it's always gonna be walking. How long is it gonna take the demon to walk to China if you live in China? Probably like, I don't know, a few years, but it will catch up to you. So it's basically like that snail meme, you know? Okay, so me personally, something like this would never happen to me. I've never seen a Virginia in my life. Women see me and look at me like I'm a Ben Sharpio fan. I'm straight repellent. Are women even real? I never seen one. But let's just say one day I actually got some. A woman actually gave me my hug, you know, happiest day of my life. I'm doing the spunky yonky. Then to find out she only let me smash because Yao Ming was chasing after her. After a bit of crying, I'm gonna have to pass this on to someone else. Now, my first thought is to give it back to the stank that gave it to me, but she ain't gonna let me smash again. And I'm not a terrible person like the average Instagram commenter. The only way I choose to smash is with consent.
Thank you.
Okay, it's pretty simple to get rid of this, guys. I'ma hire a prostitute and pass it to her. And since she's a prostitute, she's gonna be passing that demon around like crazy. So she ain't gonna die from it. So I don't have to feel bad about it. It's a selfish way of thinking, I know. But hey, I'm not dead. Unless your homie wanna take one for the team, then prostitute is one of the best options. But what if you're like, no, I don't want anyone to die at all. I'd rather die myself than pass the demon on to someone else knowing that they're gonna die. Okay, Deku, since you trying to be a humanitarian, I got a second option. You lucky I'm a genius. So I might be wrong, I haven't seen the movie in a long time, but I think all you have to do is pass this on to another living being. And you know what else is another living being? Raccoons, trees. That's what I meant to say. Trees. Trees are alive, technically. I mean, they don't talk or anything, but they living. So, where I'm getting at, drill a hole in a tree and start going to town on it. Bruh, go crazy. It might hurt for a little bit because, you know, it's a tree after all. But if this is what it takes to get rid of the demon and not killing another person, so be it. And if you're a girl watching this, you might think, well, how am I supposed to do that? I ain't got no thing, so how's drilling a hole gonna help me? There's tree branches on the tree, shawty. Don't worry, it'll work. And for the white women that are out there watching, you guys got horses and dogs as an option, so it shouldn't be that hard for you. That's how you beat the It Falls demon. Simple. I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. Not a 10 because I can't touch the demon, but it can kill me. The Ring is about these people who watch this cursed tape and then they die in 7 days and they try to prevent it. It's very simple. I'm pretty sure everybody has heard of this movie, or at least the basic universe rules in question. The question is if I can beat this little ass, ugly ass girl in a fight. And of course I can! In the movie, I don't remember nobody ever trying to swing at her. They just in awe like, oh my god! Bruh, send that bitch to the stratosphere. I'm fighting. I don't care that your parents killed you. Go kill them, not me. I'm not even gonna do the easy way out by just making a copy of the tape and spreading it around. Nah, that's too easy. As soon as I see that bitch coming out the TV, I'ma just, bam! Bro, if I ever meet her, I'ma set up a YouTube boxing match. Jake Paul versus Kevin Leonardo first match. Second, me versus the Ring Girl or Samora or whatever her name is, and KO her first round. This just too easy. 10 out of 10, bruv. This new horror movie, Talk to Me, is about this girl and her friends throwing a little get-together and playing this hand ritual game called Talk to Me. And in the game, you hold this hand mannequin thing and see spirits, and you can let them possess you too, but not for more than 90 seconds. If they possess you for longer than that, things get crazy. Now you might be asking, why the hell anyone would want to play this game in the first place? And honestly, I agree. Why would I choose to get possessed? I don't care that it only lasts a minute. I'm not trying to have ghosts and demons willingly inside my body. That's the type of activity where if my friends asked me to participate, I'd be like, yeah, I'll do it first. And then I just don't do it. But let's just say I get curious and do it once or twice. I at least definitely wouldn't go about the way the MC does it. She does the game multiple times just so she could talk to her dead mom, who not really her dead mom, she's just a ghost cosplaying as her. She goes completely crazy by the end and it's too late for her. So what would I do is just not listen to the voices. I'm not listening to the ghosts or demons or whatever they have to say or do. I'm not listening to no hallucinations. I'm gonna assume everything is a hallucination and I'm just gonna be bed all day. So yeah, I'm just gonna ignore the voices. Shit, that's what I'm already doing now. Kill them. Kill them. Oh no. Kill them. Stop. Get out, Joe Biden. Get out. Kill him.
I find that hard to believe because, girl, you be like you like Five Nights at Freddy's.
What does that mean?
Okay, I just watched this movie like yesterday, and I want to talk about it while it's still fresh in my head. Now, before I go off, I've only really played the first game and that one where it's in the bedroom. And my FNAF lore knowledge is finite. It's very little. Like, I know about the dead kids, but if you ask me who Perp Nigga is, I have zero clue. So I'm strictly basing it off the movie, and I'm fairly confident I can beat these robot rats, bruh. They're kids. I'll just do what the MCs did in the movie. Have fun with them, dance around, do ring around a Rosie, all that shit. I don't even have to fight them. And even when I do, they get knocked out with a taser. These guys are taser level, bro. A random dude robbing you at night is a bigger threat. The biggest threat is that golden Freddy boy. Mainly cause it's just a William dude who hired him in the suit. And he old. So I'ma do my Oreo shake idea again, and that would knock him out cold. It's too easy. Now Cupcake Robot, that's a little hard. They fast and don't give anybody the time of day. So I'm gonna call up someone that likes cupcakes and do the job for me. I think I won this match. Like I said, I don't know the lore like that. I don't know if they got more powers. Maybe Freddy will bust out a Kamehameha next movie, and the FNAF experts would say,
yeah, he's been able to do that since book 3 of the Holy Freddy, King James version.
Giving them a 9 out of 10, low diff. And that's all the characters I wanted to discuss today. Was I right or wrong on some characters? And do y'all think y'all can beat them? I mean, I don't think I was wrong at all. I know my strength. Comment it down below. And before I go with my inconsistent ass, I got a little announcement to make. I'm gonna do another confession video. This time, school confessions. Tell me the incident that happened at your school. The craziest event or thing to happen there. Don't
Hey,